Happy week 15 of 2013. How are you? Looks good this morning. It's kind of sunny out there. Oh my gosh. Looks like we had some high winds overnight, and I would say it looks like we got some trees toppled. I think I have to go investigate this. That's pretty startling that the planters would tip over like that. Definitely heard wind last night, but pretty startling. So I just dropped off Rich, and I've got to go to the doctor's because I have a follow-up appointment from last week. But I'm feeling really good. Well, usual congestion in the mornings, but what are you going to do about that? I think I'm basically over the worst of this stuff. I feel a little bit of, I don't know. I've had my appointment, things look good. I've got a little bit of congestion in my chest still, so she wants me to stay on the inhaler twice a day. So I had to get that refilled. So I've got a month of that, and then I've got a physical scheduled in a month that was already booked because I'm overdue for it. So we'll have a follow-up at that point. But hopefully I'm just going to keep getting better. I'm running errands now. Isn't that fascinating? Gonna go get the car washed and gotta go by the pharmacy. Try to get a refund for prescription. It's a long story, boring story, but got a couple of errands to run before I go into school. Looks like a Maserati from the early 70s, I would guess. Pretty damn cool. So there's our car. Just waiting to be driven off now. Oh, that was trying. I got the refund. $5 whole, big deal. The woman behind the counter at the pharmacy was great. She immediately got it. She found the discount in the system. She was like, whoever checked you out made a mistake. It's our fault. I'll get your refund. Then she had to call a manager over because he's a regular store manager. And the manager was just like a moron. She had to tell him what to do. The cashier had to tell him what to do. Why are you the manager if you don't know how to do this? It's just, the whole thing. It's like every time I have to deal with Walgreens, they do something that is inconvenient and annoying. So Walgreens, I'm ready to move my prescriptions somewhere else because most of the people who work for you are just morons. The managers are the worst. They're just idiots. I just came to a new place for lunch and we got the special, which is tempura, buckwheat noodles, and it's got these evil fish cakes floating in it. Wow, this place is really gross. Not gonna go there again. I think I mentioned earlier, I finished the sample size Advair the doctor gave me last week, but they want me to stay on it for a little while longer, so I filled a 30-day supply of it. It is this funky purple thing. And I wanted to know how the thing works. So I opened up the old one, and this is what it looks like inside, if anyone's curious. Kind of cool, the way the mechanism works. All the intricate designs. I find stuff like this interesting, the way it works. You can see it turn, turn, turn. Silly. Happy Tuesday morning. We're trying to get out of here on time, so I'm just waiting for Rich to come down because I've got an early morning meeting. Oh look, we're already late. Great. These morons blocking the street are gonna make me late for my meeting. I simply despise the construction. They shouldn't be allowed to do this kind of stuff during the commute hours. I'm sorry. I'm extremely frustrated this morning, if you can't tell. Yay! So I come home and find one of our delightful neighbors left a surprise in the elevator door. Isn't that just terrific? They don't even try to clean it up? People. Not a fan. Wednesday morning. We are so happy. Are we so happy? Yeah. She just thinks it's time for her treat. It is time for coffee, though. Action. Action on the street. Thursday morning. I'm out early because I've got to go get blood drawn for tests for my upcoming physical. So you have to fast for at least 8 hours before. So going and doing this first thing in the morning is a smart thing, I guess. Fasting means I haven't had coffee yet, and desperately want coffee. It's a little before 7, by the way. The lab opens at 7. Turns out they wanted a urine sample also, and I didn't know that, so I had peed this morning. Why can't they take the specimens in the doctor's office the way they used to? Why do you have to get a separate piece of paper and go to another location so that yet another corporation can take a piece of money out of the process? I hate it with passion. Our healthcare system is so fucked up. But let me be clear. I think our healthcare system is fucked up not because of the government involvement. I think the government is actually going to make things better. I see the healthcare system fucked up because of the corporations and the fact they all want to make tons of money. So yeah, LabCorp. Great example of greedy corporate interests in healthcare. Since you question whether we give Sydney a treat, Sherry, here you go, sweetheart. Good. Oops. The difference is that Sydney's not under my feet as I'm taking them out of the back. She just waits patiently on the couch for me to bring them to her. So who's the smarter cat? It looks like an Ariel Atom just went by me, which is pretty damn cool. Not gonna be able to see it because of the goddamn FedEx truck. Ooh, there it is. Coolie. I think you gotta be kind of crazy to commute in that thing, but obviously someone is. And a Ferrari also. Good morning for cars. Oh, it's Thursday afternoon, which technically is the beginning of my weekend, sort of, because tomorrow is a work at home day. Yeah. Definitely not going into school tomorrow. I have an online meeting at 9:30 I've got to do from home, and then I will be with the house cleaners. Still got tons of stuff to do for school, all that online, of course, but what you gonna do? Oh, I'm home. Well, it's probably really dark because I've got the body cap lens on, which is a fixed f8 aperture, and it's not very bright down here. Friday morning, yay, and all that. Almost ready to go. Just gonna take my pills and get Rich ready. He's just getting out of the shower. So maybe we're not almost ready to go. Waffle time.
How did you make that?
Delicious as usual. I love this cafe. And clearly I go there every week. Owner's great. Staff's wonderful. Food is spectacular. The only downside is this neighborhood, South Park, attracts people who are trying to make their fortune in technology. Just now I picked a table between two male-female pairings. Both of the men were like these VC wannabes trying to pitch their companions, and just like the ego was flying and the bullshit, and like it's just revolting. I hate that culture and I have no patience for it because it's all puffery and made up crap. Everyone's trying to get the big payoff, and most of it's just so much hot air. It's disgusting. Yes, it's the elevator again. My favorite place to videotape. I think it's because no one's here, so I feel like I can just talk. Not that I ever say that much, because it's, 30, 40 seconds worth of a ride? 20 maybe? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out the best combination of recording with the different camera bodies and lenses and microphones and such. I don't know. Hopefully you're seeing a difference and it looks better. I can see a difference when I'm editing, so that's cool. I haven't decided if I'm going to try to sell the little Canon or keep it around. It is nice to be able to stick it in my pocket, but I think I'm getting so much better looking pictures from the Olympuses. We're going to buy right to get food.
Irving Street Kitchen, and it was amazing.
You film me in our picture?
So,
Okay.
I'm recording.
Okay.
Does that bother you?
No, I just wasn't sure if you were taking a picture.
It's Saturday morning. We're gonna go up to Sonoma to pick up some wine. Excited?
Yes.
What's that?
Some stuff from Portland that I thought you might like.
Oh, how nice.
From the
Cute.
crafty crap market, but it's the good stuff.
Oh, even better. That would not be a good thing.
Oh, poor thing's probably scared.
He is scared.
I love this.
We have so many common customers.
It's around here somewhere, I'm sure. Here it is. So we're going to lunch at the Spinster Sisters Cafe, which is what Kent recommended.
Or as Rich put it, the Banger Sisters.
And then we have the underside, what we call
Miguel made me order yummy lox plate, scrambly goodness. So Rich ordered a side of fries and they brought this mountain. It was kind of interesting because it looks like it was fried with rosemary. Tasty?
Yes.
Fountain's kind of nice, I think, maybe, I don't know. Good morning, Alice. How are you? Here's my breakfast. Wheat toast with honey, cheese, black coffee, Jamie Cullum. Sydney's so different sometimes because it seemed like she was just staring at the subwoofer as if she saw something. Maybe cats are smarter than us. I don't think that's a maybe. Gotta go to the post office. Yes, there is a post office here that's open on Sundays. And I gotta mail my Olympus rebate stuff because it's gonna be postmarked by the 15th, which is tomorrow, and that's also tax day, and I don't want to be at a post office tomorrow. It's probably gonna be bad enough today. Yeah, when I got there was a line out the door, of course, because it's tax time. And the post office had 2 windows staffed. Why do they always do that? And they wonder why they're going broke, why people hate the post office. It's because it's badly run. I guess having a venti frappuccino before I go stand in line at the post office isn't a good idea. I love how these carrots are purple on the outside and yellow on the inside. That is just way cool. I know my standards for amusement are pretty low. So I was watching Friday night's Bill Maher tonight on TiVo, and he mentioned this poll that found 1/3 of Americans want Christianity established as their state's religion. I found that really shocking, but not completely unbelievable. So I went and read it. It's on Huffington Post. What I do find shocking is that only 47% of the people in the poll would oppose establishing a state religion. That's less than half, and it's one of the most fundamental things this country is supposed to stand for. I mean, do these people... man, Americans are really stupid.